Hey guys, and welcome back to Believe It. Today I want to talk about Konahamaru and Hanabi. Lately I've been seeing a lot of different information or just other videos on Hanabi and Konahamaru. And I don't know what's really going on at the moment. I haven't caught up on the latest episode of Boruto, so I'm not sure if there's something at the end scene for next week's episode that's maybe highlighting something. But what I wanted to talk about was just Hanabi and Konahamaru as a couple, basically. So we all had Naruto and Hinata. That was everyone's day one couple. You know, we all saw how Hinata was always there for Naruto, even when the village wasn't even there for him, and how so many people abandoned him, basically. But now we're looking at Konahamaru and Hanabi, and it's very different the way everything is presenting itself. One, Hanabi and Konahamaru, they both know each other. They're friends with each other. They've been friends for a long time, and they also have that close relationship because Konahamaru is Boruto's sensei, and at the same time, Hanabi is Boruto's aunt. It's interesting just to see how much care that her and Konahamaru have for their family and their friends. Because we all know the one person who can always call Naruto Big Brother, and that's Konahamaru. No one else really calls him that except for Konahamaru. And if Konahamaru and Hanabi were to get together in the future, he could officially become Naruto's brother, basically. But what I also want to talk about is the fact that these two characters are also strong characters. Hanabi, she has her Byakugan. We all know the abilities that come with that dojutsu. And it's interesting just to see her and Konahamaru like so relaxed and having fun and just overall getting along really well with each other. But one of the things I also want to bring up is the fact that Konahamaru is also a pretty strong character. You know, we've seen in the Naruto OVA, Konohamaru against Naruto. And yes, he was nowhere close to as strong as Naruto was at the moment. But we saw how his determination helped him in basically coming up with some way to land a hit on Naruto. Yes, he did use his grandfather, the third Hokage's technique, as well as Asuma's technique, but that was part of the way he fought. He incorporated his family's techniques into his fighting style. And he also earned the respect from Naruto at a very young age and became Naruto's first rival before Sasuke, before anyone else really. It was Konohamaru. And you can see how they both progressed. And then we had the pain arc in Naruto Shippuden, and we saw how Konohamaru practiced and how he was able to defeat one of the pains. But at the same time, he was still nowhere close to Naruto in any of his techniques. But within the OVA, we see how he also incorporates Naruto's techniques into his own to help him become a better shinobi, basically. And as far as we've seen in the Boruto series, yes, they have kind of nerfed him a little. Like, he's not as strong, or he's not as strong as you would think he would be after all these years in Boruto. Or maybe we just haven't been able to get any scenes with him really showcasing his power, which is definitely one of the things I want to see, him showcasing his power. Because after so many years, I think he'd be able to be really strong, especially after learning the Rasengan at such a young age, and then also being taught by Naruto. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a feeling he, of all people, would become the next Hokage if something ever happened to Naruto in the future, or something that might happen to Naruto. They would look to Konohamaru to take over. And also the fact that the only person that can get away with pretending to be Naruto is Konohamaru. Like, that's the level of respect that Naruto has for him, that he didn't care that Konohamaru stood in for him at the Hokage ceremony. They are a very cute couple. You know, they get along really well. And it's funny to see their interactions, especially when they were both kind of drunk and tipsy. It was extremely funny to just see the situation, how it unfolded. But it also lets you just see these characters relax and enjoy themselves. You know, we see them fight all the time, and it's good to see them sit back, enjoy, and just have some fun. Well, one of the things that I realized was also the fact that of all people, I think Naruto would be definitely okay with Konahamaru and Hanabi, because Hanabi is now his little sister, and Naruto is very protective. You know, the fact that he didn't have anyone when he was little, so he's very protective over the people that he has now in his life, and he would be very happy if Konohamaru and Hanabi got together. I think so, but I think it's also interesting, but I also don't want it to be forced, because if it's forced and they just get together really quick, it'll kind of ruin it. You know, I think if it works out like the way Hinata and Naruto worked out, where the friendship kind of progresses along more and more, and you can see the tension kind of build, and then the two of them finally admitting to each other, and we just have a big crazy scene like in Naruto the last movie, with when Naruto just went straight up out of the ground or the cavern into the sky with Hinata, and then we had the whole scene and everything was just crazy, and then it progressed further and further along. And I feel like if Naruto is ever going to pass something down, it's going to be to Konohamaru first before it's passed down to Boruto. But it'll also be interesting to see how Hanabi and Konohamaru plays out if they build it more throughout the series instead of, you know, rushing it all at once. I hope it does build up through multiple seasons and episodes and arcs, so that we can get more out of each character and it could really develop into something, that it wasn't thrown together just for a couple of episodes and then they kind of forget about it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of Konohamaru and Hanabi and how the story could progress between the two of them, and what you would like to see from Boruto. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thanks, guys.